Penetration was shallow. It shouldn't have mushroomed.
Good evening, everybody. Welcome. Welcome. Welcome to Tuesday night live. Sorry. Oh boy. But I hope everybody had a good day. And I got subscribers only because we got a bad person leaving negative comments and a bunch of other stuff, which I sent emails out to a few people because of this. But let's get to the community standards here on my YouTube channel. This is God's YouTube channel. God's rules. No fighting, no cussing, no arguing, no X-rated stuff, no cussing, no sexual harassment, no gay stuff. Don't tell me you're gay because that'll start a fight. I'm sorry, people, that I had to make this subscribers only mode. Otherwise, to comment, I'm sorry. But we got troublemakers. And I know some of you probably don't like it. That's okay. You only have to wait 5 minutes if you haven't already subscribed. Just figure it takes one person on anybody's YouTube channel to mess up. I'm sorry. I'm very sorry. You have to subscribe to my YouTube channel.
It's better when famous people are going to die. Henry Kissinger, Abe Magoo, Artie Lang,
but
Don Ho.
Maybe I don't think I can cut that down. Well, I done started. I can't do that. So I'm sorry. But as long as you're a subscriber, you can make your comments. Hello, Jessica. Nothing. Well, I'm going to teach you how to spell. Okay, here I go. CARTWRIGHT. Horse feather. Okay.
Pay once and watch Happily Ever After. And you can record too.
It happens. Nobody's perfect. Heck, when I was in school, Jessica. Hello, Joanne. I know. We took a poll on it. But it takes one, a-hole to screw it up for everybody. And I know who it is. It got to be those troublemakers that put you and Sherry and everybody else in timeout. And that makes me mad. I got reading some comments. What I could read. I hope you all watched the video I done sometime today. I don't know if it was this morning or this afternoon about the LG on the telephone. And I did need my mic for a little bit of it because I had to give him a reference number, a phone number, an address, and this and that. And I didn't want that to go out. I got enough crazy people on here. And you can tell, I hate these. When you call somebody, press 1 for this or 5 for this. I want to talk to a person. I don't want to talk to an idiot, what I'm talking about. And thanks to Home Depot, I don't blame Home Depot. They gave me every phone number for LG people. This one, I guess, was a sales rep for LG. Well, when I first called, they hung up. Then, then I texted him, said I got a bunch of LG's phone numbers, and explained, figure that guy could help me out. He's an a-hole like the rest of LG people. And I know there's some people out there won't buy an LG. They do make some good stuff, but this stove is a piece of crap. And let me back up on the story, people. Explain what the problem is. I got an LG ThinQ. Let me see if I can find my manual. And I can give you the model number. I got 2 model numbers on the back of the stove. First one is the model LREL 6323. That's one model. The other model is LREL 6321. And if I can get that up there, if you see right there, that's the control panel. And the first one we got, I don't blame Home Depot delivery guys. Take me through it and show you how to operate it, set the clock up. I'm like you, I'm dumb in some things. But this is a smart LG stove. And they didn't explain nothing. So my son called LG. Then LG tells them to call Home Depot. I don't blame Home Depot. I don't blame them at all. They're good people. They're good people. I can't blame them. They tried to help me out. They tried. I got this book full of phone numbers of LG. And one of them happened to be the sales rep. You figure a person who's comes in to Home Depot, Lowe's, or Sam's, or whatever, or J.C. Penney's, that they will help somebody like me out to fix the problem. Well, that sales rep, I'm not going to mention his name because I know the family. I know the family. I was friends with one of them, if it's the same family. Same last name, but, it's, a common name around here.
You think Lamar will be there?
I don't know, but it's worth
He flat told me it's a private number. I text the phone number tell them who I was, where I lived, the reference number, and all that. But that's no way to act. When you're a sales rep for LG, you should try to help them out. When I go back to Home Depot, I'm going to tell them, if I own a business like Home Depot, Lowe's, that sells stoves, ice boxes, dishwashers, washer and dryer, and the way LG done me and I own a business, I would pick the phone up and call them. Yes, I got them on, Everett. But, I'm sorry that I made it subscribers only mode. But thanks to that computer hacker, or whatever you want to call the a-hole, I'm finding out more and more about the person. And they talk bad about Jessica and Sherry and Joanne.
Is there any chance you borrowed his gun?
I know Joanne and the other person disagree with making subscribers only mode. But when you got people that's leaving negative comments after you close YouTube out and doing this and that, you're not following my rules. And I just don't like it. I tried, people. I tried. But when you got dumb people out there that's trying to hurt you, threaten you, and all this, I just can't go for it. That's not what my YouTube channel is about. You all know that. I'm trying to keep us from fighting, arguing, like this.
You ready, Tony? Yes, Mom.
Man, your son is very concerned about you.
But I'm trying my best, people.
See you, Tyler. What do you think?
She checks out. She gave us information on the Todd she traded in Dakota Hudson in the death pool. Here's the address.
She's all yours. Take care of her.
Well, I know some people, I agree with you, Joanne, when we done that poll the other night. But after last night, or whenever it was, in today's video, that upset me. And I want to tell you people, I'm not supposed to get upset. I had 4 heart attacks. I got high blood pressure. I got type 2 diabetes. I got arthritis. And if you wasn't on here a couple of weeks ago, Joanne got on here, Sherry got on here. They got in timeout by them a-holes. They pushed my buttons. I didn't have a computer then, because I could have done something.
Yes, but assault and battery aren't.
But, I'm trying, people. Everybody runs their YouTube different.
That's a good start.
And I'm sorry if I made you mad.
Shit.
I might lose some subscribers. I might gain some subscribers. I know some of you
I helped him up.
don't like it like that.
Stand up.
I want to thank you, Joanne. Like the idiot that was on here the other night. I think you got in about the middle of it. I love Jupiter. But I'm not going to put up with this crap. I'm trying to do my YouTube the honest way, because that's what God wants me to do, is do it honest, not buy subscribers, this and that. I got my chance to do stuff like that, but I don't have the money. I know I'm early tonight, but I did upload a video. It's a short one, maybe less than a minute, saying I would be on here between 8 and 11 o'clock if I don't fall asleep.
Paper is 3/4 cotton, 1/4 linen. There's watermark color shifting against the
And
Green made by Intaglio Press, but
it just depends.
Intaglio presses were only available to governments.
See if that helps, because you even got to be a subscriber to give me the thumbs up or the thumbs down.
The trace they use for a supernote is slightly sharper edge than a genuine, especially obviously using the clock tower. Can you see that?
I guess, I don't know. I think I just can't see it.
All right, the easiest way is if you compare bills, only 20s. You got 100 on
But I'm sorry, people, if I made you mad. But what would you do, people? You got idiots out there. You got them everywhere on YouTube. I guess you call them trolls.
The hands on the clock are pristine.
Really?
Either their
But
currency has already been introduced into the local economy, or you're betting with hybrid gambling. What have to say is this?
Of course.
But
I'm gonna need to find ratio.
see, I don't know what to do. When I usually get upset, I usually take a day or two off.
Remember that iPod I picked up for your niece?
And the reason last night I wasn't on here, I fell asleep. Because it was payday. Well, I got paid Saturday like everybody else. I went out and paid my bills, this and that yesterday. I just was wore out. Sweeping the floor, vacuuming the floor, mop the floor, working, cleaning the bathtub. I'm trying my best to make this a good YouTube channel, the way God wants me to. There's YouTube channels out there. It's hate YouTube channels, cussing channels. And like I done one on the Turtle Boy. And I warned everybody when I started the video, there's going to be cussing. And I rated it X. I knew I'd probably get a thumbs down, which I did. I expect that. Because you all don't expect anything like it. Hello, 709. Welcome. And also, people, I want to warn you. Like I say, I'm 70 plus years old. I'm an old man, a veteran of the United States Marine Corps. Went to Parris Island in 1970 in the summertime because school wasn't in in session. It was, I don't know, school didn't start back there then until after Labor Day. And I don't believe in that crap. Maybe when I was younger, you heard me that night. I went off on those computer hacker / trolls. I went off. And I apologize for it because they put Joanne, Sherry, and other ladies who, even one lady said, God loves you. Them idiots kicked them off, blocked them from my YouTube channel. I went in there and unblocked them thanks to the computer. I couldn't do it on my cell phone. Maybe if I went on the YouTube part of my cell phone. But here's the funny thing about it. When I use my cell phone for streaming YouTube.
Like David and Eunice, who sold their $300,000 life insurance policy for $30,000 to help
So, I'm sorry, people, but when you got people in there that's making bad comments and all that, I got an email from somebody that follows my YouTube channel. I can't say who it is. They knew who gave me the thumbs down. I tell you, Joanne, 709 does got some good videos. And people that watch this video, it's watching it, go to 709's YouTube channel. Products that work just as hard as I do. That's why he got some good videos. So does Joanne and Sherry and Jessica. They got good videos. I'm proud of them. They're ladies. They got a lot in front of them because men don't think ladies belongs on YouTube. They have the same rights as we do. So that's how come I said no sexual harassment, no hate crime. You don't put nobody down. That's my rules and God's rules. We all treated equal. No matter what color of our skin is, we have one thing in common. No matter if you're black, Mexican, Japanese, Ukraine, or Russia, we all got one thing in common. We believe red. We believe red. So we might be different colors of skin, but we all got red blood, but different types, A positive, A negative, and so on. But we still believe red. So I want to thank everybody. I hope you all get an education out of me talking about the LG. Thank you, electric stove, because they don't seem to care. People can leave comments on here if they just subscribe. If they just subscribe, you can leave a comment. But instead of 5 minutes, I think you can change it to a minute. if I do it again,
You're responsible for the payout.
I'll knock it down to a minute. But But I'm sorry, people, if I'm making you mad because I got it in subscribers mode.
Hey, Frank, have you had any leads on the second piece?
But
Sorry.
when you got idiots out there at leaving nasty remarks, stuff that don't go with my community standard,
No.
and
Jewels aren't being fenced anywhere, at least locally. You know, it doesn't make any sense to me. A guy would drive a truckload full of jewelry outside of Miami and risk getting arrested by state. He's just got outside of Miami and risk getting arrested by state. He's just got
Information.
oh, I see. I hear something with my earphones.
I don't think that's what caused this red swollen area. You know, I had the same problem back.
I happen to hear the TV in the background, and that'd be a copyright. So I turned the volume down on my TV. So I'm trying my best, people, to make you happy. And I'm gonna give you my junk email. It's tcartwright54@gmail.com. And you can send me an email what you like to see me do. Hey, you know, I'd like to live up there where 709 is. You know, that water, that means you can go fishing. But this time of year, it might be covered in ice. But I believe black bears, for when I hear about the raccoon whispers, and deer. I would love to feed those deers. I can't feed them like the raccoon whisperer does, James Blackburn or whatever his name is. He's in Canada. And I like Canada. Could I live in Canada? Maybe if I was born in Canada, I would be used to that cold weather. I don't know how long the people of Canada lives. I don't know if they live 65, 80, 90, 100 years. I don't know. Well, 709 would know since he's from Canada, was born in Canada. But let's see how I can. Yeah, it's still a little blurry.
Call advised everything was okay, and that her child got a hold of the phone. However, there was a mail screening.
You know, that'd be good, 709. You know, show the people in Canada, you know, show us here in the United States where you live. You know, educate us. You know, you might pick up a few more subscribers. Yeah, I don't know what I was watching the other night or the last 3 days. They had like a trailer. They scoot out over the ice, go in there, lift a little cover up, and took like a drill and drilled through that hole and went ice fishing. I think it was maybe Canada. Could be wrong. I've been wrong before. I don't think the Raccoon Whisperers ever showed any
They did not.
moose. I know he showed some deer up there where he lives, and some YouTuber. Well, we call them game wardens here, DNR, game wardens. And whatever you call them in Canada, they call them on the Raccoon Whispers, saying he's holding them and this and that. They came there. I remember because Raccoon Whispers had it in his video. They come and go. Even the deer, and like I said, he hasn't talked about any moose showing up. He has showed some deer that he's feeding them apples. They leave, but they come back, And them raccoons, they're like my kitty cats. They jump up on your lap or they get up here on your shoulder. And that's what I like. I love animals. Those is God's creatures. And but I also, people, no matter what country you're from, when you go to buy something new, no matter if it's a TV or a car, an ice box, washer or dryer, I want you to do research. See what the reviews are on, say, if you're going to buy a new computer. Hello, baseball proud. Hello. Thank you for showing up tonight. I think you've been on here before.
Six, 7 brings on scene. Will be
Hey, people. So, baseball, since you got 31 subscribers, you just got another subscriber. And I'm looking at one of your videos. One with the smiley face doing that. I give you a thumbs up on it. And that's pretty nice.
What are you waiting for? I'm still single. So this is a picture of me when I was single?
Yeah, I saw the picture. You said you were single in it.
If you want one of these or one of these, you don't have to like and you don't have to subscribe. All you need to do is use this audio. If you want one of these or one of these. You don't have to like and you don't have to subscribe. All you need to do is use this audio.
Okay, I don't know
If you want one of
who
these
has
or one of
subscribed,
these,
you know, but I did subscribe to you.
All you need to do is use
And
this audio.
I'm looking,
If you want one
let
of
me turn
these
the
or
volume
one of
down.
these, you don't have to.
It's the gaming, you got like a steering wheel. It's, well, I don't see, maybe you're not driving the America Simulator. That's one I like to get into. Is that truck driving game, the American Trucker Simulator? I would like to do that, but it's not in my budget, people. I love to.
2763 Jackson Road. 13-343, calling the flat tire, Red Peak, Liberty, South Denver.
You know, I like to play games. You know, what else is a guy 70 years old going to do with 4 heart attacks, high blood pressure, diabetes type 2, and arthritis? What am I going to do? You know, I wish I had more money coming in.
Even showing that you're transporting one from Sheriff.
And with my budget, I don't have what I want to do. Define goat. How would you define a goat, people? I know they're mean. You got to be careful around goats. You know, I subscribed to your channel, but I guess I didn't get an email because every time I get an email, I subscribe to people. So I guess I didn't subscribe, but I did subscribe to you now. You got a bunch of videos. He has about 30 videos. You got an anniversary coming up in June there, baseball. Thank you for joining my YouTube channel, whenever it was. But I don't remember getting an email if you did. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. Don't ask me why. I don't understand that. You know, I'm an old man. When it comes to computer, you know, and I believe you got kids, and your kids probably knows you on YouTube. Like you and your wife, I guess you're married. I don't know if you got kids. You and your wife do one video. Talk about your family medical history. You know, do your family have heart attacks or diabetes or high blood pressure or maybe cancer runs in the family? Because you and the better half is not going to be around all the time. You kids can go back and look at your mother and father's video, and they can find out about the family medical history. Also, they have pictures of you and you better have.
Baker 56.
You know, that way your family can have videos of you when it's time for you to go up to heaven. And
Surely top 25 suspicious people.
that's one I want everybody to do. It's on the YouTube channel. Do a video of your family medical history. If you got diabetes, heart problems, high blood pressure, stuff like that. You know, that way your children and your grandkids can look back and see, because this has happened to me. I'm adopted, but I knew the heart attacks and high blood pressure, the diabetes. I don't know where that came from, because my mom and grandma never did tell me, but I knew they had heart problems and strokes, heart attacks, high blood pressure. You know, I knew that. But knock on wood, people, God has something special for me. And because everybody on my side of Dad's family passed away by the time they got to 65. And knock on wood, I outlived my real dad. He died around 62, 65, somewhere back, you know, in that category. And that's how come I put it out there, in case the children that I got and the children that I don't know I have, but you know, I played kind of when I was younger. I multiplied quite a bit when I was younger. And in case they want to look it up to find out what their father and mother's medical history is. Because God told me to do that, or my conscience told me, the way you all want to take it. But I think family needs to know about your family history. I had some surgery back maybe 20 plus years ago, and I put on there I was adopted, this and that. This doctor or nurse, I forget what she was, maybe a nurse or a nurse surgeon. I worked in the operating room. I can't remember. It's been so long ago. She said, "How's that feel knowing you're adopted? I got a better life." And get down. Kathy, get down. Get down. Thank you. And I said, I found out probably senior year of high school. And I was living in a motel that had a swimming pool because I was working. And, you know, a motel room back there a week didn't cost that much. You know, that was back in the 70s. I remember walking to the bar or to the whiskey store, buy me a case of beer and walk home. That's when they was putting a new highway in, made it from a 2-lane to a 4-lane highway. I saw in the paper, where is it starting from? Maybe Memphis, Indiana, which is, I think, the 16-mile marker past Scottsburg and County Line Road. Instead of 2 lanes on each side, they're going to change it to 3 lanes. That means they're going to have to do some bridge work up here by my house. They're going to have to bring the bridge on the north and southbound side. They're going to have to stretch it out to make it, a 6-lane interstate. I think they're taking it all the way to Scottsburg. Scottsburg, I think, is the 30, 35, 37 mile marker, I believe.
Around 2000.
Boy, that's too young. That's too young, baseball. 39 years old. That means you was a young child. You need to let your children and your grandkids know the family medical history from the dad and the mom, because they're going to inherit stuff from the mom and the dad. That's how come I push it. I'm giving you some ideas for YouTube channel. People get mad. Some of them got mad at me because I talk about my medical history. Because I want all the kids all over the United States, Ohio, Michigan, Illinois, Indiana. I used to be Michigan. I forgot about Michigan. Because I lay over there around Detroit in a motel maybe for the weekend. I can't remember who the girl was. She would drive and we go up to Canada, get that beer at the 709. You probably know what I'm talking about. It's a big can, maybe a blue and white can. I'm thinking of beer. I think it was blue and white. I could be wrong, but I'm going back quite a few years. And we would go up there to Canada, get that big beer. I guess maybe it's a quart size, maybe in a can. I can't remember. At baseball, I know your mom's not with us anymore. You got a rough life. You know what your mom expects out of you. Your mom wants you to stay in school, get a good education, and maybe go to college. And study something that you can make money on that you like. Maybe if you into computers, maybe you could be a computer programmer or IT person, or maybe a lawyer, Baseball, I want you to look around where you live and see what kind of jobs there is there where you live. And when you look at those jobs around you, see which jobs that they're still working, who gets laid off, set your mind, follow your dreams. And at the age of 13, you're probably getting girl crazy. Get your education. Don't start a family at 13 or 14 or 15, 16. Because you and her got plans to maybe go to college. And that's what I want you to do. I want you to make a great person that your mom would be proud of, because she's looking down from heaven. She's keeping an eye on you. You might think it's strange, Baseball, that your mom might come back and visit you while you're sleeping. Like my grandkids, they see their grandmother or they see their aunt. I got 2 daughters who passed away after their mom did. And I miss my 2 daughters. But I want you to stay in school, get your education, leave the drugs and alcohol alone. I'm taking that.
I changed the dispatch. I'm sorry. 13, I've got it.
I'm taking that maybe you're a straight A student in school. I want to ask you something, Baseball. If you are a straight A student or A and B student, I believe your mom would agree with me that help out other kids that's in your class that maybe C's and D's and F's or B's, C's and D's and F's. Help them out. By helping them out, Baseball, or any of your kids out there is watching it with your parents, is by you kids helping out other kids in their class. Them kids that your kids help, just like Baseball, if you help kids out, whoever you help out is not going to forget you. They might be a billionaire one day, or a millionaire, or the president, or the governor of the state. They're not going to forget you. I don't know. Since you're young, you probably can research it. As Howard Hughes, there was a movie out a long time ago about Howard Hughes. It's a black and white movie. Is that he always went hitchhiking, dressed like a hobo. And this young man picked up Howard Hughes, took him out to eat, got, bought him some clothes. Didn't know him from Bill or Gene or Harry from anybody. When Howard Hughes passed away, this was in the movie, that Howard Hughes left him all of his money and everything he owned, So, that's one thing, to do. That's one I like about my YouTube channel and the people it's on it. They will subscribe to your channel and help you to get your dreams. My dreams is to get 1,000 subscribers, 4,000 watch hours. And my videos ain't that good. I'm 70 plus years old. And there's a couple of people on my channel, it's around my age. And we get up here and we talk, try to educate you all. That's what we try to do. And because one day baseball, let's see, you have to be 35 years old to be a candidate for president. You might be the president of the United States one day. You never know. Or the governor of your state, or the mayor of your city. Just follow your dreams. And your mom will come back and visit you. It might be in a dream. I believe it, Try to be nice to people. Also, baseball, I tell you something that I appreciate, since my dad or mom taught me. When you see an old person and tell them, hello, young lady or young man, how you doing today? That makes him feel very good that you call him a young lady or a young man. It makes him proud. I've done that one time. I was up at Walmart up in Scottsburg, Indiana. I say this woman's probably 80 years old, give or take a little. Don't know exactly. I said, hello, young lady. How you feeling today? She came back to me, said, sir, you made my day. That made me proud, people. I was on cloud 9. I made her day. Anytime I see a person, I said, hello, young lady or young man. Kids nowadays don't want to do that. But that shows respect. But remember, people, you lose a young mother like baseball did. That's too young. That's too young. 39, she just getting started with her life, and her beautiful son. But let's send some prayers out to baseball. He needs all the prayers we can give him. Keep him walking the straight line.
Are we clear? We go back for shipping?
Like I say, I don't care how old he is. Like I said, my YouTube channel is not made for kids, but but they could be there as long as their guardian is there with them. I say his guardian probably watches my YouTube channel probably too. And it's safe because I don't allow certain things on my YouTube channel. It's not a hate channel. It's not a sexual harassment channel. Hate, fighting, cussing. You know, this is God's YouTube channel. God rules. That's my community guidelines. And baseball, if you got any ideas, you can help me out on my YouTube channel since I'm an old person. And I'm going to throw my email out there, people. It's my junk email, tcartwright54@gmail.com. And if you got any ideas to help me out, help me understand YouTube better, or certain games, you know, I don't expect young kids under 18 to send me any money because they, 13 years old, you can work, 13 is too young to work at McDonald's. But if your dad trusts you with a lawnmower, you can go out and cut grass in the summertime. Or you can clean people's sidewalks off if it snows. And if you got a good neighbor, say baseball, if you got an old neighbor, I don't know if you live in the city or the country. If you live in the city, you can take their garbage can out to the road. You can help your neighbors out. Get to know your neighbors. And check on your neighbors if they're old. Keep an eye on your old neighbors. That's what we about, people. We try to educate you, to teach you, to help us old people, to give you ideas. And baseball, you can ask your dad what his family medical history. Does he have heart attacks or strokes or high blood pressure, diabetes? You need to know that. I guess on your mom's side of the family, since she's done gone, you can ask maybe your aunt or your grandma to find out what the family medical history is. In case you get sick, they ask you when you go to the hospital or to a doctor, they want to know what your family history is. Maybe when you ask your dad, say, Dad, I was watching this YouTube channel. I believe they have a good point. Since Mom's passed away, and I like to know, if it's possible, can I know your family history? Like, have anybody in your family have heart attacks or high blood pressure? And maybe your dad might know about some of your mom's medical history. You can ask him about your mom or your grandma, because you need to know that, Because I know your dad missed your mom. Because if she passed away when you was 11, that means they was married over 11 years. You know, say, Dad, I'm worrying about you. You know, keep an eye on your dad. And said, Dad, I'm worrying about you. I'm worrying about me. And because if something happens to you, I wouldn't know what the family history is. Because I know when you go to the doctor or to the hospital, they want to know what the family medical history is. You can write it down, and or you can get him on your YouTube channel, and you can set it up as a family medical history or something. You know, I leave it up to you all people. You know, I don't want nothing to happen to you. I want everybody to stay in school, go to college, follow your dreams, you know, stay out of trouble, stay away from the alcohol, stay away from the drugs. And I've told you people, I used to be an alcoholic and a drug addict at the age of baseball is now. I was a drug addict and alcoholic. That's my downfall in my life is drugs and alcohol. But I want to make it a point. I've been sober from drugs and alcohol 25 plus years. No drugs, no alcohol, except what the doctor gives me to take. I guess you call that drug, but I'm talking about the illegal drugs. So we be praying for your baseball and your father. I know he's sad. He misses your mom as much as you do. Like I said, since you was 11 at the time your mom passed away, that means your dad and mom was married 12, 13 years at that time. And he's lonely. He's lonely. He misses your mom, especially at Christmas time. When the family gets together, he's lonely. Or your mom's birthday, he's lonely. Valentine's Day, he's lonely. Just be there for your dad. Before you go to school, tell your dad, say, Dad, I love you. And before you go to bed, say, Dad, I love you. Or your mom, whoever's watching this. Before he goes to work, tell him you love him. You know. But just behave yourself. Anytime I'm live, we got good people on here. We got 709 who lives up in Canada. You got Joanne. You got Sherry, Jessica. All the people here will listen to you. we got some very smart people on here that will listen to anybody. And with all our combined ages together, I guess we're about 1,000 years old. That's a whole lot of smarts up here between all of us. So I want, we here to help out anybody. I don't care if you've been in jail or what. I don't care because I'm not God. I'm not going to judge you. It's up to God to judge you. Oh, Josh, welcome. Welcome. Hey, they had a test like that in some magazines when I was young. That before you get married or before you get married or you're dating, you take this test and see if you're compatible. I think I took that a few I'm not too good on taking tests, people. I'm not too good on taking tests. I want you people. Okay, Josh, thank you for stopping by. Thank you for making your good comments. Thank you for subscribing, everybody. And we all here to help everybody out. And we want everybody to stay in school. Get your education. Wait until you're 25 to 28 years old to start a family. Make sure you got a good job at that. And you younger people, you thinking maybe to buy your house. You got banks, you got HUD, you got, what is it? FHA or whatever, Future Farmers or whatever it is. You got USDA. I went with USDA. It's based on your income. What is included in the income? Your paycheck, Social Security or SSI, food stamps cost is considered income, CDs if you got any. For a credit report, you need at least, say, 12 months of your electric bill, 12 months of your gas bill, 12 months of your water and sewage bill. There's a process you take with USDA. Like if you want to become a first-time home buyer, I would say USDA is a way to go. It's based on your income. I got a son-in-law. He pays, I think last time I talked to him, he pays about $1,000 a month. Some people pay $300 a month or $500 a month. But for USDA people, you have to take a first-time home buyer's course. You can take it online, but you have to pay for it, and you got to make at least 65% on it. I took it in person because taking a test online, I wasn't good in taking tests in school. I made F's, D's, and C's, and maybe a few. I did make a few A's. That was in biology. And one history class. He was a veteran. So I like I say, I hope I have educate your younger people. It's 9:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and here where I'm at in Indiana, I don't have to go nowhere until Friday, so I'm stuck at home until Friday. Because Friday is the 7th, that's Food Stamps Day. Then I have to go to Charlestown, which is about 20 miles southeast of me, get the mail and stuff like that. So will I be live on Wednesday? I don't know. Because I usually start around 10 o'clock, but I start early tonight because I want to get more people in here.
QSL 83.70 South Underwood Street, Ryan Norman.
What? What? So, people, I've been on here an hour and 19 minutes. Everybody got to get up early in the morning to go to work or watch your grandkids. So I'm trying to make this I'm trying to make this last about an hour. I'm trying to see what came over the news.
We've ended the tyranny of so-called diversity, equity, and inclusion policies all across the entire federal government and indeed the private sector and our military. And our country will be woke no longer.
This is the audio from Trump addressing Congress.
We believe that whether you are a doctor, an accountant, a lawyer, or an air traffic controller, you should be hired and promoted based on skill and competence, not race or gender.
Amen.
Very important. You should be hired based on
The
merit.
Democrats
And
is
the
just
Supreme
sitting
Court,
back
in a
there on the
brave but
rear
very
end.
powerful
I don't
decision,
agree with
has
it.
allowed
That's
us
the
to do so.
president.
Thank you very much. We have removed the poison of critical race theory from our public schools, and I signed an order making it the official policy of the United States government that there are only two genders, male and female.
The Democrats is just sitting on their rear end. No, I don't agree with the Democrats, and I'm a Democrat. I'm ashamed to be a
From
Democrat.
playing in women's sports.
I don't think men should be in women's sports. I don't know.
3 years ago,
I don't know.
was an all-star.
I just
high
have
school
to wait
athlete, one of the
and
best,
see,
preparing for a future in
watch the
college
news,
sports.
see what I can
But when
come
her
up
girls'
with.
volleyball match was
all
invaded
that,
by a
but-
male, he smashed the ball so hard in Peyton's face, causing traumatic brain injury, partially paralyzing her right side and ending her athletic career. It was a shot like she's never seen before. She's never seen anything like it. Peyton is here tonight in the gallery, and Peyton, from now on, schools will kick the men off the girls' team, or they will lose all federal funding. And if you really want to see numbers, just take a look at what happened in the women's boxing, weightlifting, track and field, swimming, or cycling, where a male recently finished a long-distance race 5 hours and 14 minutes ahead of a woman for a new record by 5 hours. Broke the record by 5 hours. It's demeaning for women.
It
And it's
is.
very
That's
bad for our country.
disgraceful
We're not
because they
gonna put up
cannot
with it
win
any
that
longer.
in a man's race. That's why they're doing it. They're doing it because they know they can win in a woman's race. I agree with Trump on that, people. I agree with Trump on it.
What I have just described is only a small fraction of the common sense revolution that is now, because of us, sweeping the entire world. Common sense has become a common theme, and we will never go back. Never. Never going to let that happen. Among my very highest priorities is to rescue our economy and get dramatic and immediate relief to working families. As you know, we inherited from the last administration
I can
an
use
economic
$5,000
catastrophe
a month.
and an
I can
inflation
use $10,000 right now.
Their policies drove up energy prices, pushed up grocery costs, and drove the necessities of life out of reach for millions and millions of Americans. They've never had anything like it. We suffered the worst inflation in 48 years, but perhaps even in the history of our country. They're not sure. As president, I'm fighting every day to reverse this damage and make America affordable again.
As soon as the Democrats in 4 years get their back, everything. I'm ashamed. I'm ashamed.
Joe Biden especially let the price of eggs get out of control.
Y'all look at it.
The egg
About
price is
$8
out of
for a
control,
dozen eggs.
and we're working hard to get it back.
I went to the
down.
store the other
Secretary
day. One
Gorbachev,
store had them for
who
about
inherited a total mess from the previous
almost
administration.
$7.
Gorbachev.
I go to another store. It was $8 for a dozen eggs. No.
A major
No.
focus of our fight to defeat inflation is rapidly reducing the cost of energy. The previous administration cut the number of new oil and gas leases by 95%, slowed pipeline construction to a halt, and closed more than 100 power plants. We are opening up many of those power plants right now.
They shut a power plant about 20 miles away from me.
And frankly, we have never seen anything like it. That's why on my first day in office, I declared a national energy emergency. As you've heard me say many times, we have more liquid gold under our feet than any nation on earth, and by far. And now I fully authorize the most talented team ever assembled to go and get it. It's called Drill, Baby, Drill.
Drill, baby, drill. Drill, baby, drill. Drill, baby, drill. Yeah. So I'm getting off of here, people. I'm going to go watch it on TV. I love you. I see you later.
A gigantic natural gas pipeline in Alaska